nobody in there. So I have a private sauna and I get to get back home by like 7 o'clock. If I wake up at 5:30, okay, 30-minute difference, right? If I wake up at 5:30, there's less parking for me at the beach, which means not only am I going to get there closer to 6:15, but now I got to spend some more time actually finding parking. And then there are more people at the beach at 6:30, okay, than there is at maybe 6 o'clock or 5:45. You see what I'm saying? So now there's more interactions that I have to do, which is not a problem, but I mean, come on. You went from having a private beach to now you got to talk to people. And it's 6 a.m. Exactly. Walk with me, talk with me. All right. Now, not only are there more people at the beach, so now you have to talk to more people, but follow me. When you get to the gym, it is now closer to 7 o'clock. Nothing wrong with 7 a.m. gym time, but there are more people who are at the gym at 7 a.m. than there are at 6:15, which means it's going to now take you longer to get through your workout, which means now you might have to do some alternations on the machines that you were going to use because guess what? They're being used, which means you will probably have other people with you inside of the sauna. Hello. Guess what? Now, by the time you're done with your workout, by the time you're done sharing the sauna, it's actually closer to 8:30 than it is to 7 o'clock. A 30-minute difference, has now equaled an hour and a half difference on the back end.
5 shows made $3 million a week. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at the best.
Welcome back, besties. I'm Lola Shell, and together we're becoming the best, aka our best selves, this year and every year. The best are never the best by themselves, and you shouldn't be either. If you haven't already, join the best here on YouTube by hitting that subscribe button and add your bestie by liking and sharing this with someone you want the best for. Now, grab your water and let's go. All right, y'all, it's makeup time. While I'm doing my makeup, mind you, it's gonna be a quick face. I'm also gonna give you the quick 5 things that continuously help me to become my best self. Hopefully it'll do the same for you. You know what to do. Let's go. Okay, so I already put on my primer. Yes, it's almost out. Don't focus on that. Focus on me. But I also have like a cute video giving you guys some additional tips for just me waiting for my primer to dry because it takes 5 minutes. Who'd have thunk, right? Now let's get into the actual face. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys about becoming your best self is that it takes effort. I don't know why people want to lie to you on the internet, but it really does take actual effort to become your best self. The beautiful thing is that it doesn't require massive effort all the time. It just requires effort, big or small, putting points on the board day after day. Even if it's not the same amount of points, as long as you put a point on the board, it's better than 0. Hello. Now, if you're wondering how you're actually going to continuously put in effort on a daily basis without burning out, I got you covered. So you want to do something called the 2-minute rule. I forget which book I read that mentioned it. Maybe it was Atomic Habits. I think it was Atomic Habits. Well, what you want to do is the 2-minute rule. Sometimes we just have to break down the things that we want to do into 2-minute tasks. Okay, what does that mean? Instead of trying to do, a gym workout for 1 hour and 30 minutes and you don't go to the gym ever, maybe just lace up your shoes and just drive to the gym. Step into the gym for 2 minutes and then leave. Okay? Sometimes we take these big tasks and they remain big tasks because we won't take the small steps necessary to actually accomplish them. So when it comes to, really actually becoming your best self continuously, take anything that you're trying to do and boil it down to a 2-minute task. Okay? I'm going to give you guys an example. For me, I want to learn Spanish. Okay? I live in South Florida. It's a very, large Hispanic community. And also I travel to a lot of Spanish-speaking countries consistently. And it's just like, that's one thing that I really want to get better at so that I can communicate with people and really just expand how I connect with people. So I found an app called Language Transfer and it's got 90 episodes per each language, right? Really cool. Sometimes the lessons are 5 minutes. Sometimes they're 15. But what I do on the days that it's just like, hey, I don't feel like I have 15 minutes to do this, I will just start a lesson and let it play for 2 minutes. That's it. Now, do I normally go over those 2 minutes? Of course. Of course, it's human nature, you know. Once you put all the effort into actually doing the thing, it's a lot easier to keep it going, you know. But I think that's the whole point of the 2-minute rule. You're taking something that you're trying to improve on. You're taking something that you feel like, you don't have enough time to do, and you're just putting 2 minutes towards it. And you know what the fun fact is? If I do that 2 minutes for language transfer, for learning Spanish a day for a whole year, I would have invested 12 hours into learning Spanish. That's more than, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I don't think I have the time. 0 hours at the end of the year. You get me? Try it out. The next thing that I had to learn when it came to continuously becoming my best self is that you have more going for you than against you. All right? I'm going to say that again. You have more going for you than against you. Okay? I know it seems like anytime we're trying to reinvent ourselves, anytime we're trying to become that girl, anytime we're trying to like glow up, we feel like we're starting from scratch. And the funny thing is that you're not. Even if you're a newbie to something, you have experience in other things that you're going to pull on to work through whatever you're starting, okay? For example, keeping with the Spanish, right? I had to learn English. I had to learn English to be talking to you right now. So a lot of the same tools that you use to learn your primary language, you're going to use to learn a new language, even if the language is drastically different. You know, so even though I'm starting as a newbie, when it comes to learning Spanish, I still have skills from my experience in life that make sure I'm not starting from zero. I'm not starting from scratch. I'm starting with experience. And if you guys really understood that, you wouldn't be so scared to try something new, to do something different in your life, to really keep elevating yourself, even if it's in something small or like not related to your job, even if it's just for you. You got to realize you got more going for you than you have against you. All right, this one took me a minute to understand, but you cannot actually fix what you're not aware of. All right, now this is something that I learned in my modeling career to become a full-time model. It's also something that I learned, you know, just in life when it came to my finances. If you're not aware of what's holding you back, where the hole in your bucket is, you're going to keep pouring in all these great, you know, tools, upgrades, elevation into something that's going to continuously leak and drain you. Okay, if you want a good example of that, I'm going to give you one from my modeling career, and then I'm going to give you one that's actually from my like personal life, you know. So first and foremost, let's go into modeling, right? When I was trying to make modeling like a full-time career, I was trying to make money from it. I was really just trying to like take a dream that I had and make it a reality, to be quite honest with you. Now, while I was doing that, something that I realized is that here I was applying for more jobs, doing all these photo shoots, right? Putting myself out there, networking with people, and I just wasn't getting picked for these higher paying jobs. And it took me to doing another photo shoot where I was just like doing a test with a model friend's husband who was starting to become a photographer. And I was telling her like, hey, you know, I'm doing all these photo shoots. I'm putting myself out there. I'm doing the work. I don't know why I just can't book better jobs. And she immediately was just like, oh, let me see your portfolio. And I'm like, no problem. You know, I've been upgrading that every single week almost. You know what I'm saying? And she took one look at my portfolio and was just like, oh, this is the problem. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, your portfolio is not showing that you are a model who can deliver at a higher level when it comes to higher paying jobs. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I do photo shoots literally like every week. It just, I was not aware of the problem. But when I became aware of the problem, I was then able to take a long, hard look and say, okay, the models who are making money, what does their portfolio look like? Okay, do they have a similar look than me? All right, are they in my same market? Do they do the type of jobs I want to do? Okay, now let me look at their portfolios and what they're putting out to get these bookings and what I'm putting out. And because I was then aware of what was keeping me from making more money as a model, I was then able to change it, to fix it, and then to make more money as a model. Do you see what I'm saying? But if I had never been aware, if I never told, you know, one of my model mentors that, hey, you know, I don't know, I'm not booking more jobs, she would have never been able to like look at me and say, hey, this is the reason why. You see what I'm saying? And then I wouldn't be able to fix it. Now the personal one, let's get into that. Okay, so in my personal life, recently I got myself out of over $10,000 worth of debt, right? Consumer debt, to be specific. And, you know, first of all, glory be to God. Because I swear, like, sometimes you get to like a certain number and it's just like, just hang it up, okay? Literally. But, you know, I got myself out of the consumer debt. But the reason I was able to do that is because I literally just sat down and I looked at my finances. First of all, I looked at what money is coming in, what money is going out. Okay, why is the money that's going out? What can I do to change that? Okay, once I figured that out, it was like, okay, I'm doing all the things, right? I'm doing all the things. I have a financial plan in order now. I am chipping away at this debt little by little, bit by bit. But for whatever reason, every single month, even though I would be, you know, paying off thousands a month, this number was not dropping by thousands. It was dropping by a couple hundreds, you know, maybe 1,000. I was just like, what in the world is going on? And it wasn't until I sat down again and looked, where is the money going out, that I saw that there was purchases being made, automated purchases being made on my credit card that I did not account for. Okay, because I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't account for it. I thought that I was making these automated payments on a different card. So when I looked again at the credit card, I was just like, what is going on? And I realized that because I consolidated my credit cards and I consolidated my debt to one card, there were automatic payments that I thought that I was paying off on a different card that I no longer was. So that money was accumulating on the new card. AKA I had a hole in my bucket, and if I never stopped to see, oh my gosh, why is this bucket still leaking so much? I would have continued to put thousands of dollars towards, you know, eradicating my debt and would have still had the same problem, been discouraged, given up, and probably just felt like, hey, I'm just gonna have the debt. I guess this is who I am now. But because I took the time to look with my eyes, to look and then look again, to actually see, yo, what is the problem? What is the problem? How do I fix it? Because I know what the problem is. If I didn't take that time to look and look again and look again until I actually figured out how to fix it, I probably would not be out of credit card debt right now. Let's be honest. I'm just talking about me. You know, if you can relate, you can relate. You know, you let me know. But these are the facts. Okay, the next one is kind of like a little dead giveaway. I tell you guys to do this at the start of each of my videos, so it should come as no surprise, but drink your water. Drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. Okay? You think you're getting enough water a day? Trust me. You're probably not. Because I think I drink a lot of water a day. And I think I get up to like 2 liters on average. And according to some of the people in my life, that's not enough. And in fact, could I do more? Of course I could do more. I could drink up to like a gallon a day, like comfortably, without feeling like I'm overdoing it. But again, going back to being aware, I do have to actually track it. You know, I have to like, when this container gets empty, I have to actually get up and refill it with water. And sometimes that's just a little too much more than I want to do. But here's why, you know, drinking water is going to continuously help you become your best self. One, it's going to keep you out of drama. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to keep you out of drama. And if you're wondering, how does it keep you out of drama? You drink enough water, you're going to spend way more time going to the bathroom than you will have to do drama in your life. All right? Let's start there, okay? But also, too, it's just going to have ultimate effects when it comes to your actual health. You know, your skin's gonna be better. A lot of the toxins that are in your body will have no choice but to be flushed out. You know what I'm saying? you'll have less headaches, because unless you have like, that whole migraine condition, but in most cases you'll have less headaches. You'll have, less breakouts. You'll just feel healthier. And that's without you having done anything extra at the gym. Okay? That's just me giving y'all free game. Drink your water. Take a sip with me. Take a sip with me. Life hack though, and actually bestie tip for sure. Get a straw. I know for me personally, I'm talking about me. Also giving y'all a little look at the makeup. Me personally, drinking out of a bottle sometimes gets taxing. Drinking out of a cup gets taxing, but a straw? Just here telling y'all about the straw. I've drank like a third of the water that was originally in here. Get a straw. Okay, so the last thing that really helps me to become my best self on a consistent basis, I gotta say, has to be showing gratitude, all right? Literally showing gratitude. There hasn't been a day that's gone by that I haven't showed gratitude. And you can do this in a number of different ways, right? You could take it a step further and you could, outside of just saying gratitude, just out loud, you could put it in your prayers. You could put it in your meditation. You could put it in your journaling. I do all three, to be quite honest with you, because it's just much easier for me. But I can't tell you how much better my life has been just because I decide to show gratitude on a daily basis. And not even from like a self-serving perspective, but what you focus on grows. If you are thankful every single day for the air that's in your lungs, for the sleep that you got, for being able to see the color of the sky, for having fresh water, do you know how much easier it is to just go through life with just a better outlook, to go through life happier, more joyous, because you're now aware, get into it, you're now aware of the great things that you have in your life, and what you focus on grows. Why would you want to focus on anything that's negative in your life? Outside of, of course, solving it. But outside of that, why would you want to focus on anything that's going wrong in your life? Why wouldn't you want to turn your attention to the best things that are happening to you so you can have more of those experiences, so you could actually really feel and really appreciate the best things in your life? Come on, bestie. Come on. Get into the gratitude and get into the face, okay? I'm going to clean up my brows, but you get the vision. You get the vision. I know I said 5 things, but I got to throw this in for the free 99. So the last thing that I want to leave y'all with, and I know it's not everybody's ministry, which is why I didn't include it in the top 5, but something that's really helped me to become my best self is waking up early. Yes, waking up early. I know it already feels like you just can't get enough sleep as it is, but do me a favor. Just do me a favor. Try to get up 30 minutes earlier. That's it. 30 minutes. Try to get up 30 minutes earlier. That's it. The reason I'm telling you this is because, honestly, whether I'm on duty or off duty as a model, I get up around 5 to 5:30 every single morning, right? And I understand that's not everybody's ministry. I get that. Don't fight me, all right? Do not fight me in the comments. But let me tell you the difference between me waking up at 5 and waking up at 5:30. If I wake up at 5, guess what? I get to the beach by really 5:45. There's nobody on the beach with me. I basically have a private beach all to myself. I get to walk with God. I get to talk with God. I get to read on the beach. I get to watch the sun come up without nobody talking to me, without nobody trying to ask me something, or I just get to be myself at the beach. All right. And if you've ever been to the beach, you know it's a hard thing to do when it's sweltering hot or when everybody and their mama is at the beach. So going to the beach early is such a perk of waking up at 5 o'clock on the dot. It also allows me to leave the beach, get to the gym, and guess what? At the gym, there's barely anybody there. Now it's maybe 6:15 in the morning, and guess what? Every machine that I want to use is now available. Every single one. I don't have a problem in sight. Okay? Every machine is available. Every machine I can use. It's beautiful. And guess what that means? That means I get to get through my workout much faster. I get to hit the sauna with nobody in there. So I have a private sauna. And I get to get back home by 7 o'clock. If I wake up at 5:30, okay? 30-minute difference, right? If I wake up at 5:30, there's less parking for me at the beach, which means not only am I going to get there closer to 6:15, but now I got to spend some more time actually finding parking. And then there are more people at the beach at 6:30, okay, than there is at maybe 6 o'clock or 5:45. You see what I'm saying? So now there's more interactions that I have to do, which is not a problem, but I mean, come on. You went from having a private beach to now you got to talk to people. And it's 6 a.m. Exactly. Walk with me, talk with me. All right. Now, not only are there more people at the beach, so now you have to talk to more people, but follow me. When you get to the gym, it is now closer to 7 o'clock. Nothing wrong with 7 a.m. gym time, but there are more people who are at the gym at 7 a.m. than there are at 6:15, which means it's going to now take you longer to get through your workout, which means now you might have to do some alternations on the machines that you were going to use because guess what? They're being used, which means you will probably have other people with you inside of the sauna. Hello. Guess what? Now, by the time you're done with your workout, by the time you're done sharing the sauna, it's actually closer to 8:30 than it is to 7 o'clock. A 30-minute difference. A 30-minute difference has now equaled an hour and a half difference on the back end. Just try getting up 30 minutes earlier. See how it changes your life. Whew. All right. That's all for today, besties. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and comment your best tip below. Remember, the best is yet to come. See you on the next one.